the second Rock the Box show. Obviously you had a great night at the first one. Looking forward to getting back in there.
Yeah, I can't wait. It's work. You know, everybody has a good night. It's a brilliant venue. There's not a bad seat in the house, and you know, it's good for fight fans. And you know, he's putting a good bill on. Some more fights just to finalise yet, including myself. But you know, hopefully I'm going to find a good opponent to test me, and you know, I'm beating one if I can find one. Which you know, they mentioned Jamie Cox. 100%, I'm ready. Just a few things got to finalise with Frank and the team, and we'll see what's going to happen.
Interesting one, Jamie Cox. Someone we haven't seen a lot of recently, but it could be straight back in there with a massive fight against you.
Yeah, I mean, excuse me. Jamie's a good fighter. Commonwealth gold medalist, unbeaten as a pro. You know, he's a real class act. So you know, a fighter like him will always be in the mix with people like me, sort of thing. You know, I'll give him his chance, but you know, he's a lot of middleweight stepping up. You know, and I know he'd come to fight. He won't come to lay down, but I'm just a class above British level. I've said it for a little bit now, but you know, I'm gonna hang it out and get my British title outright. Then I'm gonna move on to European.
Just looking back on the first night against John Ryder, amazing fight for the fans. How do you look back on that?
I look back on it and say, you know, it wasn't 100% me. It wasn't the same Billy Joe in the ring as Gary O'Sullivan. I was unbelievable that night. You know, I'm looking to repeat that performance again next fight, but I was a little bit flat. I had 12 weeks training for O'Sullivan, 10 weeks for John Ryder. That's 22 weeks with only 9 days off. You know, it don't seem like a lot, but you know, the fight fans, they only see me fight. They don't see me train, running every morning, gym every afternoon, and back swimming, and you know, changing things up. It takes a lot out of your body. But you know, I feel recharged now. I've had a nice 3 weeks off. I feel the batteries are charged up, ready for hard work again. You know, and that's what I'm doing now, getting ready and getting in shape for the 30th.
And obviously difficult circumstances outside the ring for you as well, leading up to that fight. Was that a factor too?
No, I mean, Dean Powell and my mum and that. My mum had a stroke, Dean Powell. With my mum, there was a couple of times where I should have been in the gym for the John Ryder fight, and I was in the hospital. My mum, understandable, family becomes before anything. But you know, I got the win. That's the main thing. I got the win. You know, maybe again soon we can do it again. You know, if he gets something that I want, or the money's right on either side, we can 100% do it again. I don't mind fighting him on any earn show if he pays me enough.
And you mentioned wanting to fight an undefeated fighter. One name that won't go away when it comes to you, Chris Eubank Jr. What do you make of that chap?
I make him as rubbish. He's terrible. To be honest with you, Chris Eubank Jr. He's just shit. I can't put him in any other word. I shouldn't even. His name ain't worthy of being mentioned in the ring. I'll fight him and give him 5 rounds head start on 30th of November. If he beats me, I'll give him 5 rounds head start. I'll give him what I earn. I'll give him the belts, and he can have what he earns as well. He's terrible. His dad talks so stupid. His dad says he's this, he's that. His dad must be punch drunk. Honestly, he must be punch drunk to say he's that good. You can't con boxing people. That's one thing you can't do. You can't con a real boxing fan saying how good someone is. The whole country knows he's rubbish. He is no good. And but if I didn't stop him, I promise, I swear to God, 4 rounds I'll knock him out. That'd be it, over, game over for him. And I'll stand toe-to-toe with him. I wouldn't run and box, I'll stand toe-to-toe and have it with him 4 rounds, I'll knock him out.
Do you think that's a fight that would be made in the next...
No, he's not man enough, is he? He's like a little boy, isn't he? He's got to listen to his dad. He's still a little child, really. He's just not man enough. He turned to fight Nick Blackwell, Spike O'Sullivan, so I know he's definitely not going to fight me. And but you know, you don't blame him. He don't want to lose his undefeated little padded record. He won't fight. He's rubbish. He is.
Okay. So on other British middleweights, obviously it's an amazing division for us domestically. How close do you think you are to, you know, the likes of Darren Barker?
Well, listen, they've only got to look over their shoulder and they can see I'm coming. You know, I've had a good year this year. Darren Barker, class fighter. Matthew Macklin, good. Martin Murray, good. All you know, all world championship fighters. But you know that they haven't got to look firm on their shoulder and breathing down their neck. And I reckon in 2014, out of one of the top 3, I will have a crack at. And I'm not going to go in there to have a crack and just to see how I get on. I'm going to go in there to win. And in 2014, you see a different side of me.